I just moved here and now I want to share the real numbers behind what it costs for a family of four to live in Alicante. There's this misconception out there. People assume Europe, especially a coastal city like this, has to be expensive. To understand the full picture, I'm digging into 5 key areas: housing, food, transportation, utilities, and health coverage. Right on Spain's southeastern coast, Alicante rises between the mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. It's a city with a deep past, Roman ruins, Moorish castles, but with a lifestyle that feels easy and modern. This place isn't just scenic, it's rhythm, flavor, and sun all rolled up into daily life. I want to show people who are thinking of moving to Spain what's possible outside of the usual cities of Madrid, Barcelona, or Valencia. Living here with my family gave me a real-world view of what life actually costs. If you're looking for a spacious 4-bedroom home in Alicante, prices start at around $1,800 a month. My rent in this home is $2,350 a month. Now here's something unexpected. The city center can actually be cheaper than the outskirts. That's because what we'd call the suburbs in the US cater to families, bigger homes, yards, terraces, and that lifestyle drives up demand. But you're still close enough to commute, shop, or head to the beach. When it comes to buying, mortgage interest rates are still low. They hover around 3%, and you're going to be paying 20 to 30% down when you are purchasing a property. Property taxes are surprisingly low. You could expect to pay $2,000 a year here versus crazy taxes that we have in the United States. For reference, my taxes at my previous home were nearly $20,000 a year when I lived in Florida. For my family of 4, a week of groceries is going to cost me about 250 euros. Where you shop matters. Some folks stick with Lidl or Mercadona, which are more budget friendly, while others go to traditional markets or local shops. It all really depends on your eating habits and where in the city you live. Now, comparing it with the US, wine, dairy, fresh produce are noticeably cheaper. But don't expect the same variety. Like, I couldn't find Asian style fish sauce at any market near here. I had to order it online, but for most of what I cook day to day, I'm covered. Shopping's pretty easy once you find your routine and your preferred stores. My town is totally walkable. It takes about 10 minutes or so to get to the market, and whenever I need to go farther, I just grab an Uber. For daily life, I've been doing just fine without having a car, but once I'm fully registered here, I'll probably buy something used just for weekend road trips and activities with the kids, because at that point it doesn't make sense to keep renting. Now, when it comes to public transportation, that's also really affordable. Trips are around $1.50 or 1.5 euros per ride, but if you buy 30 rides at one time, that price drops down to 0.76 euros or 76 cents. If you own a car, there's also plenty of street-side parking. In the city, you have to park in garages, but they're pretty inexpensive. When I go out for dinner, I pay around 5 euros for a whole night of parking. Auto insurance as an expense is going to cost you about $1,000 a year, maybe a little bit less depending on the car that you drive, its age, the relative value, and of course, your driving history. Right now, we're spending around 450 euros to 500 euros a month on utilities, with electricity being the highest cost out of all of our utilities. In the summer, running multiple air conditioners pushes our bill to 350 to 400 euros, but I expect to pay an average of 250 euros per month when I look at the year-round spend. Now, the electric costs are going to vary depending on the amperage that you have set for your home. More amps puts you in a higher price bracket. Natural gas for the stove and the water heater is only like 30 euros a month, and water is around 40. And the internet with the 2 mobile lines for me and my wife costs us 96 euros per month. Also, if you're coming in as a digital nomad, you'll need to pay for private health insurance. My private insurance is 227 euros a month. Meanwhile, my family plan in the US was $2,300. Literally, I'm getting a 90% discount on healthcare, and the healthcare is really good here. Now let's talk a little bit about dining out, because let's be for real. Food, at least in my life, plays a major role. A typical dinner at a nice mid-range restaurant You're gonna spend like 25 to 30 euros per person, and that usually includes 2 to 3 courses and at least a few drinks, like 1 or 2 drinks. Local spots, especially off the tourist path, offer really good meals for like 9 to 15 euros. Some restaurants offer menu del dias or like daily specials, and they're everywhere throughout the city, and the value on those restaurants is pretty incredible. And then you've got the tourist zone locations, plenty of places with views, maybe a slight markup, but it's still not that expensive. Like this spot, Finos y Mas. It's right in the city center, surrounded by tourists. We had the other day 6 tapas, 5 glasses of wine, and our final bill was only 52 euros. So when you're in the thick of it all, you could still eat well without being crushed by the bill. Now, to put it all together and give you a straight up figure, right now we're spending around 6,000 euros a month. That's about 7,200 US dollars, including some elective expenses like private school, specialized childcare, housekeeping, and I actually send my laundry out. I did a quick comparison, and that's literally half of what I was spending for the same lifestyle back in Fort Lauderdale. And I'm someone who lives pretty sensibly. I don't need like a ton of luxury to feel comfortable, but I do enjoy having some margin for comfort and support, whether it's childcare or eating out occasionally. And I'll be honest, it's a little more than what I expected to spend because my original goal was to try to keep it under 5,000 euros a month. The only way for me to hit that would be to outright purchase a property because housing is taking up about a third of our monthly budget. So for my final thoughts, I absolutely recommend living here. It's a small city with just enough to keep you engaged and kind of active. It has an international airport for easy travel, and in my opinion, plenty of room for population and economic growth. In fact, I already am planning to build out a house here and develop more real estate in the future. If you value quality time, a clean, laid-back environment, solid healthcare, and especially if you have citizenship from a former Spanish colony, this city is perfect. It's active enough for a family, but never feels like overwhelming. My advice? Choose your lifestyle first, whether it's going to be city, suburbs, or countryside, and then use this cost guide to set your expectations. If you want to know more about relocating to Spain, you can check out the link below. I also host real estate tours, so join the waitlist and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comment section below what else you'd like me to cover. Do you want me to compare different cities? Is there more real estate that you want to see to really set your expectation? I really want to know from you what I should be covering here so that I'm able to deliver the information that you need. If you want more information on the lifestyle here and how much real estate may cost, check out this video where I cover some really cheap real estate in some of the up and coming towns in this area. Until the next one, take care.